another day, another cappuccino video. So update on the car. A couple things have been going wrong, which have kind of been pissing me off, but luckily I do have this spare car here. But as you can see, my headlights are kind of tripping, and not only that headlight works. I don't know when this happened. Had to be in the last like 24 hours, but here's how my lights look right now. The one that's messing up works. This one doesn't. So I think what I'm gonna do is take this off and take a look at it some more, see if I could diagnose the loose connection or whatever. It's like this cappuccino is like the king of loose connections. Like, I think we've learned that already. Worst case scenario, I could swap these over. I really love the LEDs. Maybe the headlight itself is giving me an issue. Maybe it's just a bad ground, but those headlights are not sold. Update on Mr. Rusty. Tail light sold, rear bumper sold. You guys saw the interior from last time. Dashboard sold, pieces back there sold. I'm gonna get a full detail and tints tomorrow, and we're also gonna attempt to fix this part. I still haven't been able to do this. Well, I haven't even attempted, honestly, but I'm gonna try to do this next week with the homie who helps me detail. Hopefully with 4 hands I'm able to get that in. As far as this radio goes, I do like it. It's a bit laggy. I think first impressions it was a 9 out of 10. Now it's more like a 7, and it's also not too loud. So I bought some rear Pioneer like mount speakers that I'm gonna put back there. I think I'm gonna do that maybe Thursday or Friday. But my main goal for today is to do an oil change. I haven't done one since I got the car all the way in Los Angeles, and I've driven well over 3,000 miles. So although it's raining and still freezing outside, I figured today's the best day to do it. I'm also gonna remove these wheels and see if I can put at least half of this on. I know I won't be able to put it over completely, but if I can put it up to like right here and then just cut it, I'm okay with that. And that's pretty much it. Just been listing a bunch of this stuff on Marketplace. Still got to find a buyer for those seats. And then once I take off the mirrors and headlights, I'm just going to list the car on the Suzuki Cappuccino Marketplace and put it on my Instagram and stuff if anybody wants it. Probably sell it for like 2 G's. Motor, transmission, everything works. Let me see. I still got the keys in my pocket. Let's see if we get a good old cold start in here. Like, it still works, it still drives. I kind of need the money, honestly. The Honda Z gets here in a couple of days, and as much as I want to keep this, I think I'm just gonna, I think the way that's helping me get rid of this, one, first and foremost, I need the money. Like I said, the Honda Z gets here in like 4 days, and that's exactly where I plan to put this car. And then 2, as much as I want to do like a crazy swap, like put this in a Daihatsu mirror walkthrough, or put this in like a Suzuki Carry or something, you know, put this in a different K car like the motorists say. I feel like I'm not at the level where I can do that just yet. I think deals like this hopefully come often. You know, maybe I'll find another part out Cappuccino, or maybe I'll find like another like that red Honda Beat that we saw in Virginia, and I'll be able to do it then. But as of right now, I'm kind of limited on funds, resources, space, weather. There's a lot of factors that aren't really in my favor. If it was summertime, I think I'd entertain keeping this a lot longer, but if I get $2,000 for the shell, put that in the Honda Z, make the Honda Z a lot cooler, go on some road trips in that, and then continue to do the same thing, flip, swap. I think that's really best case scenario. So as much as I would love to keep this, do an off-road build, do a something build, just take the motor itself, maybe just get rid of the chassis and do something like that, I don't think it's in my cards just yet. But now let's take off the wheels. I'm gonna let this cool off a little bit, and then I'll take off the filter. Hopefully JDM Hawaii didn't put it on too tight, and that should be a 1, 2, 3 swap. With having the wheels off, this makes this job 10 times easier, but that's a 17. I already cracked it. JDM Hawaii did a great job. It wasn't tight at all. I'm sure this is gonna be pretty black. Now that the old filter is out, I'm using this M1 103. The cappuccinos are supposed to take 5W30. It's easier to access it from the passenger side. That should be good. Now that I'm done with all that, I'll add the oil in a second. What I want to look into is this. I just realized that this isn't connected to anything. I don't know if this was ever once connected to something. From the looks of it, it doesn't even look like there was once a black wire here. There's nothing there, but I'm assuming it has to be this grounder here. I just have to see what I have to ground this to for it to work. So I believe I found my problem. Looks like this guy right here disconnected from this. These are definitely 2 completely different gauges too, but I'm gonna splice these back in together. Oh wow, look, it's bad. I didn't even realize. Whoa. This is actually a lot worse than expected. Also, why does this red wire go to this black one in here? And why does this red wire go to this white one that completely just pooped itself? I didn't even realize while touching it, it just popped out. So yeah, I guess I have to splice this all back together. Shout out to this test light right here. I think the Cappuccino is going to teach me so much about electrical issues and problems and diagnosing them. So I figured it out. My problem stems from all the way over here. So this guy right here, this is broken, and this is my power that goes to this white wire right here. And then from there, follow the trail, it goes straight to this. I was wondering why I wasn't getting power. I have it directly on the negative right now. And I touched both of them, nothing was happening. So I was like, all right, let me just follow this wire. Follow it over here. If we touch this, boom, we're getting power. So what I'm gonna try to do now is, there's just no wire to play with. So I'm gonna see if I maybe buy some wire, if I'm able to do that today. It's already getting dark. I even have this one as my example. Shout out to this car too. If it wasn't for Mr. Rusty, like my life would be so much harder. But now I'm just going to try to ground this back into here. I'll connect this back into there, follow the trail, and then do the same thing with this guy that I already have ready to splice back in. And then hopefully after that, I'll just add the oil, put the car down, both my headlights will work, and no more issues with that. Actually, before I forget and I drop the car and start driving with no oil, let me just add that in right now. Get that out of the way. 3 quarts. All right, so I figured out my problem, like I said in the last clip. I think this is just gonna have to be a 2-part video because I wanna get some more wire. There's just nothing to play with here and I don't wanna continue to bend it. But if I touch these two together, headlights work. If I touch this white one and the bottom right here, you can see that those headlights work. So I'm just not gonna play with this right now. I'm gonna put my wheels back on. I'm gonna drive to the auto store, see if I get some 10 gauge wire, put this back on, and then next time I take my wheels off, I'll just mock the splash guards in. All right, so this is all buttoned up. Tomorrow we'll attack this. I think I'm gonna wake up super early and see if I can get that done prior to getting the car tinted. These also are a lot better. I adjusted them. But let's see, first start. Have any leaks? I think we're good. Let's fast forward to tomorrow. Update, end up going to AutoZone and buying some 10 gauge, some 14 gauge, and some 12 gauge wire. I'm just gonna swap it in right now because it's been driving me crazy. Shout out to this glow plate bracket. Update on the waffle as well. We're down to the last 3 slots, so live drawing is gonna be Friday at 3 p.m. EST. The winners don't have to be in the live to receive the prizes, but for the people who are able to watch, I'm going to do some extra prizes on there as well. But let me show you guys exactly what I want to do. I'm going to button it up 1, 2, 3. My main goal really is just to extend this wire. This guy is super brittle and just frail. And then extend this one and then extend this one because these 3 need to touch. I think it's 12 gauge, so we're going to start with that. I'm going to extend those 2, and then I'll just do this one last. This one's a bit thicker, so it's probably closer to 10. Once I'm done with that, tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up early. I'm going to remove the wheels again. I'm going to see if I get the splash cards on. And then after, we're going to go to Ryan's, the detail homie, and see if we can get the car just clean overall. Also want to fix this boo-boo that's there. Not sure exactly how that happened. And then he's going to help me put this piece in, and hopefully together with 4 hands, we're able to get this in. And I no longer have to drive with tape there. It's just been sitting in here, freshly painted. Anyways, let's put that on real quickly. Let's get my headlights back working. And this should really be 1, 2, 3. Here are my 2 creations. We got some tape there and then some tape there. If I did everything correctly, I should now have some headlights. Looks like they both work. Yeah. Ooh, wait, my high beam is not working. Oh my God. Can't catch a break. All right, let's just see. Normal headlights. All right, normal headlights work. I now need to diagnose why The high beam doesn't work. Let's check again. I mean, it was working this whole time. That doesn't even make any sense. Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. All right. Oh, wait. I think it's right here. I think that might be my problem. We just found it live on camera. All right, let me plug this back in. Maybe that's my issue. Okay, we're back in business as far as my headlights go. I still got to put some underglow on here. Just waiting for it to get warm and dry for me to do that. Also want to do something about my reverse. Look how dim my reverse light is. It's almost like I don't even have one. Oh, wait, I just realized I actually don't have one. This whole time, I used to just think that this was my reverse light, but this, oh no, it's right here actually. This is my reverse light. All right, so I got to figure out what's up with this. It's not even working. So more electrical things, probably when I jack the car up and I put the underglow, I'll look into under there and seeing what's good with that. But I'm just gonna end this here. Headlights work. That was something I was kind of worried about. High beams also work, so we're good with that. Definitely want to get that fixed before getting the car detailed. But all right, catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Remember the name. This is way before the fame.